What is going on, guys? Taylor Stuber with Locks DFS.com, bringing my locks and sleepers for this Thursday 6-game NBA slate. Yesterday was a so-so day. We had some good calls, some bad calls. A lot of it had to do with blowouts, but we're not going to dwell on it. We're going to keep the process the exact same because in the long run, we're going to be very, very profitable like we have been over the past. This whole entire season has been very profitable for us, and we're going to continue to do the same exact thing. But anyways, let's just get right into it. 6 games. I like 6 to 9 games. My favorite amount of games to have on a slate. And there's 2 games that just like instantly drew my attention. Well, obviously, I like this Bucks and Toronto game from an NBA standpoint, but really never target those teams when they're fully healthy, like they both are right now. Brogdon is likely to play this game, so both teams are healthy, priced appropriately on both sides. Not really going to attack that game, especially because both the teams are very good defensively. Don't know why it's at 230 right now. Only 32% of the bets on the under, and it dropped half a point. I expect it to drop a bit more, and if you are a betting guy, I would bet the under on this. But I do like these last 2 games, Lakers and Clippers and Golden State and 76ers. Both games should be absolute shootouts. The Lakers and the Clippers are both top 8 in terms of pace this year. LeBron and Lonzo Ball are still out. Danilo Gallinari is still out for the Clippers, and these are the teams I'm going to want to attack. I know this over-under has dropped, but I expect it to even out throughout the day. This is pretty early on into the line. It is early in the morning as of right now. But you take LeBron James, Lonzo Ball off the court. Obviously, it's going to be guys like Brandon Ingram. Kyle Kuzma went through a full practice. I expect him to play this game, and I really like him because his prices just came down way too far with these guys off the court. Brandon Ingram's usage is up there at 27.4. But the guy I really want is Rajon Rondo. Obviously, isn't a very high usage guy, so you don't have to worry about the defense of Patrick Beverley or Avery Bradley or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who actually aren't very good defensively this year at all anyways. But if you were concerned about that, it's not a concern to me. 39.5 assist percentage for Rondo, averaging 1.15 fantasy points per minute. And his price just really isn't where it should be, only at 6.9K, averaging around 39 minutes per game since returning from injury, and it is in a pace-up game against the Clippers. Expect him to be fairly high-owned, I would expect, or people might be scared off because of the last 2 games he's had so-so performances. But I think actually with having another shooter on the team with Kyle Kuzma returning will actually help him. 7K on DraftKings, just way too cheap. I like him over there. And then Kyle Kuzma, I mentioned earlier, is still only 6.9K. And then over here on FanDuel, it's funny. He's only 6.2K. Don't know how you don't play him if he is active and good to go. Don't expect him to be on a minutes limit. Like I said earlier, he went through a full practice yesterday, so he should be good to go against this poor Clippers defense. And on the other side, we take Danilo Gallinari off the court. Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams, I talk about them all the time, and these are just the guys I'm going to want every game, especially in pace-up matchups. And with Gallinari off the court, Lou Williams averages 1.32 fantasy points per minute. Montrezl Harrell, 1.24 fantasy points per minute. Usages are very, very high. The highest on the team outside of Tobias Harris. Lou Williams obviously leads with 32.4%. And the thing with Lou Williams that always made him not as great of a play as he really should be is his minutes. But with Gallinari off the court, a lot of the times he's been getting over 30, 31 minutes, and we're used to getting him at 25, 26 minutes at a similar price. So if we're going to get an extra 4 or 5 minutes when he's averaging 1.34 fantasy points per minute in a pace-up game against the Lakers, I'm going to want to play him. Only 7.2K over here on DraftKings, and on FanDuel he is 7.3K, which I just think is too cheap. And the Montrezl Harrell, I think, is 7.2K is just entirely too cheap. And then on DraftKings, Montrezl is 6.8K. It's these very affordable prices. I know a lot of guys are going to go into the likes of like Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and I understand it, but you can get a similar game environment for way cheaper, and these teams are not healthy. We have a lot of usage, assist percentages, rebounds going around, opening up for other players. Everyone is healthy for the Warriors. and 76ers teams. So want to target this game more than this game just because of how cheap they are. But anyways, let's just get over to PrizePicks. I'm just going to give away one pick every hour or so. They announce more players, and it's pretty early in the morning as I'm recording this. But I'm going to take the over on Luka Doncic at 43.3. He's been averaging way over that the past 10 games. Facing a so-so defense against the Pistons. The pace is about the same as the Mavericks. But I think it has some recency bias from yesterday where he only played 28 minutes because, first of all, he played 13 minutes in the first half. Don't know why that happened. There was no reason. He wasn't injured, no foul trouble. I think he was just shooting poorly, and they decided to bench him essentially against the New York Knicks. And then the game ended up blowing out, so he only ended up getting 28 minutes. So I'm going to take the over on Luka Doncic. If you want the rest of my picks, Addie's picks, and then Christian's picks for NBA, NHL, and college basketball every day, all you have to do is deposit using code LOCKS, LOCKS, when depositing. Make sure to use that code, and you will receive an instant 100% bonus, no drip, instantly in your account, up to $1,000. So you can deposit $200, $300, and you'll receive an instant $200, $300 to play with. And it helps us out, helps you out. Everyone's winning. And let us know on Twitter at Locks DFS DMS proof, or just let us know that you use that code and your email, and we will give you access to our website. So anyways, best of luck tonight, and until next time, peace.